This demonstration video will show you how to consume data from the KYC registry. Once the secure two-step verification has taken place, getting into the KYC registry is as easy as putting in your username and password. Once you are logged in, the home screen will show the entities in which you are assigned to, and on the right-hand side you can see the roles and how they correspond to your user profile. When you're looking for KYC data, go to the Find KYC Data and type in the entity in which you are looking for information. In this case, we can see that there are 6 entities that match the search criteria for Global Bank. And you can scroll down and you can see under each of the different areas, if you hover across to see if there's information in this area. If it's blue, there is information in this category, and if it is gray, there is no information in this category. Click into New York branch, and as you can see on the left-hand side, there's padlocks around the area to show that there is no access at this point to see this information. But under the identification of the customer, there is information to show to see if this is the entity in which you are looking to consume information. On the screen, you can confirm the information by looking at the legal name, trading name, address, and entity classification, along with the head office legal name, to confirm that this is the information for the bank that you're looking for. This information is shown through SwiftRef data. We can request access by selecting the button and select all or clear all of any of the entities in which you are looking to consume the data on behalf of. And you could send a note which will go directly to the counterparty if there's any other information that you're looking to consume. And as you can see here, the access request is pending. An institution has provided data in this category, but you have not yet been given access to view it. If we go up to the inbox and go into the pending reply, we're able to see this access request and the comments which are attached to it. On the right-hand side, we can see when it was sent and what the current status of this is. Under Reply Received, we can see any other previous requests we have sent in and the status for each one of those as well. And you can filter on the right-hand side to see if there's any specific information you're looking for. In this case, we can see anything else that we had with Global Bank previously. Under My Preferences, you can set up the notifications. So you can decide to receive email notifications for the tasks or events on my own entities. A task is an item I or the users in my group with the same roles have to act upon. As an example, this would be something like an access request. An event is an item which is relevant for my information but does not require any action on my part. In this case, I decide to receive an email notification on tasks every day and on events every week. I can easily save this to my preferences. Now I'm going to go to my Counterparties tab, and I can see that I have one entity which has granted me access to their data and documents. And when you hover across again, you can see that there is information in this category. And when I click into Tulip Bank, I'm able to see on the left-hand side information around the baseline. So identification of customer, ownership and management structure, type of business and client base, compliance, tax, and if there's any access to the SWIFT profile. In this case, we're able to review information around the customer, regulatory status to see where they're regulated, as well as information around the banking license, country of authority issuing the license, and the supporting documents around this information. You could also see the validity date, the language in which it is shown, when it was last updated, and you can click into it and see information and actually see a copy of the license itself. You also have the access of downloading this information into your own internal processes. Under Request, you're able to send an information to the counterparty if you have any content clarification questions around this piece of documentation. You can also request a golden copy, which is a certified true copy or a notarized copy, as some jurisdictions still have this as part of their KYC process. In this case, we're going to request content clarification on behalf of our entity Longbridge Bank and looking for clarification around the license. Select Send, and this message will go directly to the counterparty. Under Ownership and Management, there's information around the shareholders, on how many shares each area holds. And because of the secure access of information, we're able to receive information around beneficial ownership, including dates of birth and country of birth, as well as the percentage of shares held. We request information down to a 10% shareholder status. Could also see management and structure and key controllers, as well as their dates of birth and addresses as well. If you click on previous versions, you're able to see any versions which were published before this. You can view this information and see the changes between what is currently published and what was on the previous version. Next, we can go through other areas such as business and client base or compliance, which will show information around the AML staff and auditors, and questionnaires around the Wolfsburg questionnaire, as well as the supporting documents, which again, you're able to download or view or request clarification around. We are now going to log in as the counterparty in which the information we had just requested. Logging in as Global Bank, and we'll go into our inbox where we can see that there's notifications. And at the top of the screen, you can see that Longbridge Bank has requested access to the data and documents for Global Bank. You can also see the message at the bottom, can you grant access to? Once you click into this, you can see the access requested on behalf of which entities and what requests they have. Below, if you decide to reject this, you could send a message around why you are rejecting this. But in this case, we are going to grant access. You can see now that that notification has been cleared, and when we click into completed, we can see that access request has been granted.